The Vitacura Gliding Club was founded on the 23rd of January 1948. Since then, and despite the difficulties of coexisting with both modern times and the passing of time, the club has managed to carry out a strategy that has enabled it to become the main center for gliding in Chile. Several important landmarks have characterized the history of gliding in Chile. Among these, in 1952, the Spanish government awarded 6 scholarships to the Vitacura Gliding Club to train instructors in its monofluoride gliding school. Training these instructors was an important step for the club to establish a formal and steadily growing stage in the training of pilots. In 1954, and for the first time in the history of the Vitacura Gliding Club, a group of pilots traveled to Argentina in order to participate in a national championship. In 1955, and also for the first time in Chile, flights in 2-seater gliders took place. And in this same year, the Santiago Gliding Club was established in Lo Castillo Air Base. Later, several events have marked the history of the Vitacura Gliding Club and also gliding itself in Chile. However, the history of this club has also undergone quite a number of challenges and difficulties, which have put to the test its relation to the government authorities and to society in general. (1987) Severe rainstorms. In view of this disaster, the neighboring community appealed to the law courts to have the airbase removed. The authorities then decided to rescind the concession of the Vitacura Gliding Club. It was then that the cohesion of each one of the members of the club was crucial. By using solid arguments, they managed to revoke this decision. The reconstruction of the airbase started shortly afterwards. And in this way, in 1994, the president of the board of directors, Reinaldo Urbina, presented to members a 10-year concrete plan in order to strengthen the position of the club on its current site and at the same time to establish self-financing policies. Among the main proposals of the plan, education for the nearby community was considered so as to show the advantages of having such facilities in the area. A legally protected airspace cone, which does not allow high-rise building in the neighborhood of the landing strip, which would preserve the residential nature of the surroundings, allow a better quality of life for the community and a harmonious relationship between them and the club. Free air transport for the community in emergencies. This plan also included integrating the community into the activities taking place at the gliding club, sporting, cultural and business events, space for local community meetings, noise reduction campaigns, as well as restrictions in flight schedules, among other considerations. At the same time, with local authorities, the future of the club was strengthened in relation to an eventual expiry of the concession of the land occupied by the club. This led to the drawing up of a formal lease, which included compensation in case of non-renewal. Under the plan, the value of the land occupied by the club increased in value, which placed greater obstacles of any decision to revoke the lease. For this reason, investment was carried out in new facilities for members, green areas, landing strips and hangar space. However, these plans to strengthen the Vitacura Gliding Club were to face their first great challenge in 1997. when the Ministry of Transport requested the Town Council of Vitacura to terminate the club's lease because a modern highway was being planned which would cross the airbase. However, by means of a strategic plan, the club managed to transfer only part of the land it occupied and the highway route was modified. As a result, the Chilean government and the highway construction company bore the cost of this modification. Currently, the Vitacura Gliding Club has 273 active members, has managed to coexist with widespread modernization of Santiago, and has occupation of its present site guaranteed until 2035. Future projects include the building of a museum, offering flights to the general public, and more green areas to reinforce the club's contribution to Vitacura. In addition, an Andes Soaring Center will be set up. This center will internationally promote the excellent gliding conditions prevalent in Chile, and in a strategic alliance with the Catholic University of Santiago, will offer flight training for future professionals. In 2008, the Vitacura Gliding Club celebrates its 60th birthday and 40 years in its Vitacura location. They have been years of commitment and effort on the part of a group of pioneers who love flying and have confronted adversity. They now wish to fly out into the world in order to keep the spirit and the passion for flying very much alive.